Hey there, it's Kat and this is Brews and Reviews. It's day 4 of the Because We Can Readathon, a readathon that I am hosting that runs from the 12th until the 18th of April. There's still time to join in if you want to. Come join us, it's fun. The theme for this round of the readathon is Disney Animated Studios films. So this challenge is based around Alice in Wonderland. More specifically, A Very Merry On Birthday. The Mad Hatter hosts a tea party, which Alice attends, and we wanted to know who you would invite to your tea party. And I thought about this really hard, because I could have invited my dream guest list, but then I thought, why? Why don't I invite people for a specific purpose? And so we have the Chaos Tea Party. So basically the idea here is to invite the most chaotic characters that I can think of and put them in a room together and see what happened. Yeah. So the first character I'm inviting is Severo from the Red Rising series because, I don't know, Severo just does what he wants, he says what he wants. The things that come out of his mouth are probably going to be offensive, he's going to find some way to offend somebody. He just does crazy things the whole time and he doesn't care who he offends when he does. And I just feel like the Chaos Party wouldn't be the same without having Severo there. Also, I can totally imagine him bringing like a bucket of worms and trying to make people eat them to be like, this is initiation to the Chaos Party, ah! Anyway, yes, so the next person that I'm going to invite to this tea party is Ariel from the Wicked Lovely series. Ariel is playful, mischievous, kind of a dick, yeah. Without spoiling anything that happens later on in the series, he can be very chaotic, and I just feel like he would be kind of sneakily, mischievously fucking shit up, and that would be so fun to have at the Chaos Party. Next up, we have Magnus Bane from Cassandra Clare's series, is multiple series. He's in a lot of them. Yeah, I just love Magnus Bane. He is the one character out of that series that I just can't fail to love, and I think he's a lot of people's favourite character. He's just mischief and he's kind of nice, so he kind of errs on the kinder side of chaos, but I feel like he could still just bring the yeah, why not, let's do this, that sounds fun sort of vibe, you know, seem to work in my head. I specifically really want Magnus and this next character to sit next to each other because I feel like they will have a lot in common, and that is Kieran from the tarot sequence. He is kind of a magical guy. I don't want to say too much about Kieran because I know not a lot of people have read the tarot sequence, but if you like Magnus Bane, then you will like Kieran from the tarot sequence, and yeah, they're just magical guys that do magical things. And I feel like him and Magnus could have some great conversation and would maybe sort of egg each other on to do some magical mischief stuff. I don't know. I feel like they would be really interesting sat next to each other. Next up, we have Cassian from the A Court of Thorns and Roses series. I haven't read A Court of Silver Flame, so please no spoilers for that. But I just feel like Cassian does what Cassian wants to do. He just is a joker, and he would be saying all of the things. I can imagine him and Severo like starting with each other in a kind of jokey way and then maybe like challenging each other to an arm wrestle or a drinking contest or something like that, and like I just think it would be hilarious. Next up we have Saitama from One Punch Man. I think he would be kind of like, what is going on here? But also I kind of love that because chaos just happens around him and he just sort of is like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna eat the dinner. And I feel like he'd be the one guy that was just eating the actual dinner. He's like, oh, a biscuit, I'll have a biscuit with my tea, yay. And not notice all of the absolute carnage going on around him. So I just think he would be like the perfect foil to the Chaos Party, and I love it. And lastly, I have grouped these 3 characters together because they just sort of come as a package and they're from the same series. It is War, Conquest and Famine from East of West. So these are 3 of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, and they do not care what they're doing. They've got a mission, they're going to stick to their mission, and they end up killing a lot of people, but just in like a sort of mad chaos kind of way, and I love it. And also at the start of East of West, they're children. So they're just chaos children, and I love it. It's great. This is going to be a fantastic party. I want to go to the Chaos Party. that is the party that I would like. Thank you very much. So let me know, who would you have invited to the Chaos Tea Party? And if you are taking part in today's creative challenge, then don't forget to leave a link to your video in the comments of today's challenge on the Because We Can Readathon channel, not this video. So if you like this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!